Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Today we're gonna get into this hip hop debate. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you already are subscribed to this channel, just make sure you hit the like button. Even if you're not subscribed, hit the like button. Today we're gonna get into this hip hop debate, which is a very trendy topic of who created hip hop. Was it FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, or was it Foundation of Black Americans and Latinos? See, that's the. I'm gonna show y'all some clips. Of course, we're gonna dig into that and show y'all a couple of interviews of what people said that was there in the beginning, and then we're gonna delve into why this is actually happening, why this debate is such a trendy topic. But of course, we're gonna start off. Share my screen. We're gonna start off with DJ. Not DJ. Grandmaster Caz. All right, so let me share my screen. We're gonna get into what he was talking about. So this is when Grandmaster Caz was actually on Vlad. Let me read this. Sorry for the listening. He was on Vlad, and he wound up switching up what he said, and I want to get into that also, why he switched it up and what's going on. So let's listen to him real quick.
Lord Jamar from Brand New. Lord Jamar, that's my dude right there. I think he keeps it real that white rappers are guests in the house of hip hop. Wow. Have you seen this interview, by the way? No, I don't remember hearing him say that, but it sounds like him. You know, and he's not saying that they're not welcome in the house. No, but they are guests. Says, you know, the hip hop is a black art form, and if you're a white rapper, you were a guest in the house of hip hop. And this has sparked a lot of back and forth with a lot of different black and white rappers. You know, some who agree, some who disagree, and you know, it's caused some, you know, Jamar to go back and you know, address some of these people and so forth. You know, from the world's first rapper. How do you feel about this statement? I think anybody that got involved with the hip hop later on in the game are guests of hip hop, and whoever existed it, whatever hip hop is or was when it started, that's what hip hop is. And if you decide to get down with it or become part of it later on, you're a guest. I don't care what color you are, white, black, orange, Latino, it doesn't matter. Latinos weren't involved in hip hop directly that much in the early days of hip hop. One or two. Latinos weren't involved in hip hop directly that white, black, orange, Latino, it doesn't matter. Latinos weren't involved in hip hop directly that much in the early days of hip hop. They weren't. One or two. My partner, Disco Wiz, my first DJ partner in hip hop, he used to beat up people in the street for telling them, "Why you hanging with them niggas? Why you hanging with Moreno?" Well, he was what? Puerto Rican. He was Puerto Rican, half Cuban. And we were together every day, like brothers, you know what I mean? Dressed, everything, you know what I mean? And he would always catch flack from Puerto Ricans for being with me, you know what I mean? He'd knock them the fuck out, you know what I mean? But, so when in like 78, 79, you know, more Latinos started migrating toward hip hop, you know what I mean? As dancing as B-boys and stuff, they kind of changed the whole fabric of the breakdance thing as B-boys, but it was a gradual thing as far as Puerto Ricans getting involved into hip hop. Puerto Rico was playing congas and timbales in the park while we was playing turntables. All right, so they are guests in the hip hop. So would you say that Lord Jamar is a guest in the house of hip hop? Is it because you got in later or because you're not black? Because he got in later, based on your definition. I would say that his lineage dictates he's in.
Now, with that being said, we're going to get into. Let me go to this other video. Hold on. Let me go to this before I show you this one. I want to actually show you Fat Joe and what Fat Joe said and the reason why Caz came back on another statement.
Talking about Latinos, wasn't it rap? These guys are fucking delusion. We're from the Bronx, New York, shit happens. And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black half and half. When they going at me because I'm
this nigga said was half and half. What?
But they going at hip hop started Latino and black half and half. And so when hip hop started Latino and black half and half.
Nigga, what? Half and half my ass, nigga. You crazy? First of all, Joe was around my age. He might be a little bit older than me. Fam, you wasn't around. The man even said it. They were around. They didn't create hip hop though, and that's where I believe the argument is getting misconstrued when people are saying that Latinos or any other culture from that Jamaicans, whoever, Caribbeans, Africans, whoever. I think that's where the argument is getting misconstrued, where they're saying that they helped create hip hop. You can say you contributed to hip hop, but you didn't create it. And we're gonna go all the way back to where the original people were rapping, making words rhyme, rhyming over beats. Let's get into it. Now let's finish what he was saying.
But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice. Fuck that. And Latinos wasn't there. You was invited. You are a specimen. I don't know what the fuck is up with these people.
He's really making this based off Tariq Nasheed had a Twitter space, and you know it got a lot of views, and people they were going back and forth about who actually created hip hop, and this is why he posted this.
They don't know their facts. And so out of nowhere this morning, somebody sent it to Tony Sunshine, he sent it to me. I got a little video I posted. And it's only a few Latinos in hip hop. We got the drum beat going, and this talks about Charlie Chase and Ruby D and Whitney Witt and this. These are all.
That's why he didn't even want to finish the sentence, because he don't even know what he's talking about. All right, so this is another reason I believe personally that Grandmaster Caz wound up making this statement now.
Peace. It's your boy Grandmaster Caz. Now, I recently heard some controversy going around on Twitter about a comment I made in a Vlad interview a few years back. Well, let me clear some shit up for you right about now. Some of the first Latinos in hip-hop were down with me, Disco Wiz, Charlie Chase, Joe Conzo, the man who took hip-hop's baby pictures, Prince Whipper Whip, okay? All Latinos, all part of my crew, okay? So there's no way that I could talk about there not being...
See, this is why this is titled Grandmaster Caz Real Statement on Latinos and Hip-Hop. So Tariq, please cut it out and stop the divide. But let's finish what he's saying.
A Latino presence in the culture of hip-hop. Now, I've stuck my foot in my mouth a couple of times on Vlad interviews, and they probably caught an off, you know what I mean, comment or something like that. But let me clear that up. For all my brothers, my Latino brothers and sisters in hip-hop, I've been an advocate since day one. So knock the bullshit off. Peace. Peace. It's your boy, Grandmaster Caz.
Now, we know that is totally different from what the brother said.
Peace. It's your boy.
From what the brother said the first time. You said everybody else is a guest and we created it. Nobody's saying they wasn't around. We saying that they didn't create it. So what he's saying right here, again, this is because them handlers come through now. And you got to try to run your story back. But watch this. He ran it back again. This is why you know you can't. When it starts coming to money, when money starts getting involved, and you know checks start coming through, people start acting funny. I believe that's why he twisted and ran back what he said right then. But this is him right here. Hold on 1 second.
But hip-hop was an African-American thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said their presence in their contribution. Their presence in their contribution, not creativity. You didn't create anything.
But hip hop was an African American thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. So he down ran that back again. Nobody never said that they weren't around. We were saying that they didn't create it. So, and again, this all ties into the reparation thing because they already have, they're trying to put the Latinos in the African American Museum, saying that they are part of our history and all this other stuff. But this all ties into them trying to connect Latinos to our culture just so they can receive reparations. Now we're going to go into where hip-hop was actually created. Now let's get into this right here. These are from the 1940s and the 1950s.
Maple Leaf, what are you doing back here?
Well, I have an old favorite that I'd like to see.
You like to see? What is that?
Brother Bill with the Jubilee.
Oh, Brother Bill with the Jubilee.
Of some cats with guns in their video, and even some occult checkerboards and crystal balls. One of the cats looks like Nelly.
Brother Bill went hunting in the woods in the eastern Maine. The reason why we went up there, we thought we could get some game. Mean Brother Bill went hunting way in the middle of the night. We shot at something like a...
Fam got the money sign, dollar sign on it. They got the gats in the video.
The grizzly bear and the doggone thing turned white.
Hey, say, look, you don't want my problems, I just got my titties done. This a seat cup, I got 100 on the gun.
Oh, around that gun, and the way I run. Brother Bill said, boy, what's the matter with you? Had he don't like me, he'd run some too. I run so fast to say, you couldn't catch me all day. The way I run across that field, they couldn't catch me with the automobile. From that gun, and the way I run.
Beatboxing even. One of them's beatboxing. Man, they got swagger to them, and I'm gonna show you.
Brother Bill said, boy, what's the matter with you? And he don't like me, he'd run some too. I run so fast, we say, he couldn't catch me all day.
I'm gonna show you that these guys in the 40s and the 50s were real hip-hop. Real.
About that preacher and the bear. Gather round, boys. I don't want you to miss none of this here story, because it goes like this.
Man, I'm gonna put some drums to this just to show you. Don't make me sample it right now. They got the rhythm of hip hop. They're harmonizing like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Man, they're stepping in and out. Everybody's got a verse. They're rhyming.
Now watch this.
People are gonna tell you, and they
I said they hit. They do the hip, hop, and you don't stop the rockin' to the bang, bang. When you say up, just the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat.
right? Right, okay.
Now what you hear is not a tap, stop rapping to the beat.
He rapping to the beat. Now, the culture of hip hop started way before. Let me play one more time.
Give the Reverend a hug like you would hug a long lost friend. But old Reverend put on that disappearing act, he went splitting through the wind. Old Reverend went to running like an old hound dog, trying to overtake her hair. He went home at the bed and took 6 naps before his shadow got there.
I just thought it was funny. I wanted y'all to check that out. tell me what you think. You think that it all began in 1979? The Sugar Hill Gang and them? Is this where it began? I don't know.
So that's that right there. So again, we could see that the essence of it and the flowing of the rhyming of the words and rhyming on beat was already happening in the 40s and the 50s. We probably could even go back farther than that and see that African Americans, FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, we're not running with the African American thing no more. So the foundational Black Americans were the ones who originated rhyming on beat. We even have people breakdance. I can't find that video right now, but we even have people breakdancing. So I don't understand this argument. Besides the fact that y'all trying to push the Latino stuff on our culture, just so they can have a say when the reparations thing come hitting the table. Because they want to just make it seem like they was around all the time. This is why they already been implemented in our museums now and our African American history, and so that's what this is really boiling down to. That's why they're trying to latch them on to us, because politically we already done realized that the black and brown thing isn't popping. We don't rock with that no more. So they have to find another way to latch them onto us. And the best way to do it is with hip hop, because you know that you got excuse me, you got a nice amount of people in hip hop. I'm just getting over this COVID. Literally, they had COVID for the last like about a week. But that's another reason I wasn't posting the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share this content, because this right here, we cannot let anybody latch onto our culture. We're not allowing people to make it seem like just because you were there in the beginning that you were part of the creation. You might have been there when it was being created. You didn't help create it though. You didn't create anything, because this was already an ongoing thing and it was just starting to evolve. We just evolved it the same way. You hear that and you hear people rapping in 1989 and you hear people rapping in 1999 and then you hear people rapping in 2015 and 2022. Rap is evolved. Rap is evolved. The wordplay, everything. So that's what I'm saying. So it's easy to be like, oh, it started. They just strictly try to take this back to 79. Excuse me. Oh God. They strictly take this. Excuse me. They strictly just try to take this back to 79 and the early 70s or whatever, and they don't try to say exactly where we got the influence from. And again, breakdancing was already there. They try to use Crazy Legs and all them people and the Spanish dudes who again, evolved the breakdancing. They evolved it. They didn't create breakdancing. They just added to it and made it a little bit better. I mean, we give you props for that, but we're not giving you props for the dude Cornbread graffiti, because again, when it comes to hip hop, there's a lot of elements to hip hop. Again, turntables, things like that. And they was trying to say that DJ Kool Herc had got the turntables. He had brought them from Jamaica. Like, no, he didn't. He got them joints over here. People already had turntables. So, again, oh yeah, the person who started the graffiti was Cornbread at Foundational Black American in Philadelphia. So all the essence and all the elements, of hip hop was created by Foundational Black Americans, and we not letting nobody take that from us, because that's one of the biggest exports in the country is hip hop. This is another reason they trying to get everybody to latch on to us to try to say, oh, we help with that. That's why they trying to take it to Africa. They trying to take it to what you call that? Jamaica, Latinos. You trying to let everybody get in to make it seem like they was an influence or they created hip hop. You didn't create anything. Now you was part of the evolution of it. You might have been part of the evolution of it, but you was not part of the creation. If I was in the same room as the person who created Facebook and created YouTube, that don't mean I created it. I was there. I could say I was there, which I really wasn't, but I'm just saying that as an example. I could say I was there, but I can't later on down the line say, yo, bro, I was in there. Like, no, you didn't help create anything. You get what I'm saying? Y'all was around the people who evolved it. And I'm not even gonna say Grandmaster Caz was actually the first person, first rapper. He wasn't. He wasn't, fam. Keeping it a buck. You evolved it. You came with a different style. But creating rap, we was already doing it. You heard some. They had son had the money jacket. He had the gun. They had the guns in their hand. Same thing they doing now. All of it just evolved. That's it. But as far as you just think you're gonna come in here and just straight try. Then Fat Joe tried to say 50-50. Nigga, is you crazy? 50-50. Even when he backpedaled, he wasn't saying 50-50. Wasn't no 50-50. This dude is nuts. But that's all. I just wanted to make this video about the hip hop. Again, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, I want to thank y'all and appreciate you. And I appreciate you for supporting the channel. And just hit them likes and share this content. We out of here. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay healthy. And I'm about to do another episode probably in a little bit. But I just want to do this episode on hip hop. So we out of here, family. Y'all be easy.